So just got done seeing Ferrari and was very underwhelmed. There was good moments throughout, but there was just a lot of terrible moments. The editing, first of all, was terrible. It seems like they wanted to withhold as much information as they could, so that way the scenes would come off hopefully feeling smarter than what they were actually written that way. Because I don't know, just because you withhold information and you try to do it in a smart way does not mean that you're actually doing it in a smart, good way. That feels very natural. It feels like you're trying to show off when you're just not doing a very good job of writing or editing. So yeah, it just did not. It was not good as far as being a tight thriller, like it wanted to be, and a lot of that harm was also due to the way the movie felt. It's like I didn't know if this should be as dramatically powerful as the movie wants it to be. Like the dynamic between him and his wife, it's almost like they're in a gangster family, and one wrong move by one of them, and it could set the other one, to kill, to kill, the husband or kill the wife. But it's like, would they go that far? Even though the threat of murder was very, within the first couple of scenes of the movie, that was apparent, but I didn't know how serious to take it. Like, I don't know. It felt like the actors were acting that they were in this gritty gangster drama, but the story and the misplacement of music and the weird editing and some camera shots that went on too long or were just shot so dramatically powerful. Everything was just representing something that this movie was not and should not have been. There was characters that I didn't know if they were going to be a recurring character or not. Nothing dramatically is really explored with hardly any of the characters. And so when you see this blonde girl pop up here and there, only for the times that her character is somewhat possibly needed to maybe somewhat possibly understand a little bit of an aspect of a scene. But is she going to come back? How important is her character? I don't know. So far, so many of the characters that you see seem to be very non-important. And I don't know. It's just, there was no weight to any of the drama. The whole side story with his wife just seemed like it was could have been more interesting if it was more crazier, but it was not that interesting. It just was not that interesting to be kind of dragging the movie down for me, because I wanted to see more about the racing aspect, the build up to that, at least to have something going for the movie. But even the racing aspect was not the greatest. I mean, there was moments that it was all right, but a lot of anything to do with the racing just seemed to come from out of nowhere and just start happening without any build up to them, to those scenes whatsoever. Yeah, so not much build up to hardly anything in the movie. A messy first act, if you want to call it a first act. The first act felt like scenes from the second act edited out of order and just thrown into the first 20 minutes. Yeah, it's there's lots of good moments, but it's like they tried too hard to make it a movie that it's not. I don't know. I want to see the true story of some of the events in the movie, just to see if this movie embellished them at all, or underplayed them, or what. It feels like this movie probably embellished a lot of things to try and make the story more interesting. I don't know. Hopefully that's not the case. If not, then the movie did a terrible job of making things appear to be realistic, and make you believe that they happen in real life. But yeah, I just don't think this was a very, very good movie. I probably would give it probably a 4 out of 10. It's definitely cannot be average. It's below average. So yeah, let me know down below in the comments what you thought of this, if you've seen it or if you plan to see it. I'm interested in seeing what the critical and audience response to this is going to be, because I feel it's one of those movies that is telling you that it's better than what it really is. It's really trying to be way forceful of the dramatic tension, and I don't know if a lot of people are going to buy it, or if I'm just missing out on something. I don't know, but I'll definitely catch you on the next one, and have a good evening.